Today is all about the Pleasant Pansy 3D die. Hi, it's Therese and Lostinpaper, and today I've got another 3D die, a flower die to share with you. This one's the Pleasant Pansy 3D die, and it's a new addition to the Altenew set. I have decided to do some layering using this paper pack, which is called the Enchanting Washes, which has lots of quite bright colours really, and a real sort of watercolour wash. And I like that on the back of the pack it gives you all the different papers that are included, so I can actually have a look at that and then work out which layers I want to use each of the pattern papers for to create my 3D flower. So of course you'll find the dies, I do store mine on a magnetic sheet which I attach to the back of the packaging, but all the guides for the layering of the flowers are actually on the front of the packaging itself. And sometimes I like to play it up with a few different colours and see what I like the look of. Other times I know exactly how I want it to be, and I did actually Google pansy colours, and I just love those really deep purples and blues that you can get in the pansies, so that's why I kind of went with this paper pack. And when I'm die cutting, I'm actually choosing which sections of the design paper I want to use so that I can get the effect that I want with the flower itself. Now, if you know me, you know that I really love my 3D floral dies, and I did do a class recently with Altenew. It's at the Academy, and it's actually a 3D floral focus. So the whole class is about the 3D flower dies that Altenew have, and lots of different ways to use them, and there's 6 classes in all, I think, in the actual Academy class itself. So if you missed that, head over there and check it out. It was a lot of fun to do, and a great way for me to stretch myself using these dies. I don't use them anywhere near as much as I have, and they are a bit of an investment, and it's worth it to get more from your die and use them because they're beautiful. There are a few different ways that you can actually join the dies together. I am just looking at the packaging here, but I simply used my tape runner today. You can also use a liquid glue. You can also use double-sided adhesive sheets and actually attach that to the back of the paper before you die cut it, and any of those ways work. I often do use the liquid glue because it just means that I can move the pieces around till I'm happy with the placement, but also I find that this dotted tape runner is very forgiving as well and doesn't adhere really strongly initially. It allows me to move things around, but then I can actually be secure in the knowledge that once it sets it will dry solid. It doesn't dry. It's a dry adhesive. Once it sets, it won't move. So I decided to mix it up today with stamps and these dies. These dies do actually have a couple of leaves, layered leaves involved, but I thought I'd use the flowers. I made 3 flowers in total, and they're very similar. And you'll notice here that my stamping wasn't very good. I had to actually flip the panel around, otherwise I wasn't going to fit my sentiment in. And I've used the Green Valley sets of ink. I thought these greens were really pretty and worked really well with the purple and blue. And the leaves that I've used is actually another new set being released today, and it's from the Antique Roses stamp set, another beautiful rose set from Altenew. So I did do a couple of layers. I used a few of the different leaves and just sort of moved them about till I was happy with the sort of flow of my bouquet. And the sentiment I've added with some obsidian black pigment ink, and it's from the Wavy Roses stamp set. It's a really pretty font, and it has some really nice sentiments in it, and the sentiments aren't too large, so they will fit on most sort of card designs that I make, and it has a mix of sentiments within each sentiment, mix of fonts within the sentiments, which I really like too. So my panel was a little bit skew, So how I got around that was, because I always work on a panel, not usually on my card front, is I actually cut it down a smidge, and that way it sort of centered my panel a bit better, and I just adhere that directly onto the front of my side fold landscape card, and that just made it nice and sort of balanced better in my brain. And then I just popped my flowers up using some double-sided foam. So of course this is part of a hop for the release of for Altenew in August 2019, so head to my blog. I've got more card inspiration there, also links to all the products that I've used and all the other people included in the hop. There's heaps of inspiration as usual, and I hope that you've enjoyed this video and that you like it if you like it, and if you haven't already, that you'd like to subscribe to my channel. Till next time, happy paper crafting. Bye.